Yeah, you know how like they do in the movies when something happens that you taking a she's called a trauma shower,
Yes,
and
and
she's
she
in the
she
tub with her.
balled up.
She was like, what she said? She said I can't even take a trauma shower without worry about getting my hair wet. I was like,
She said, "Black girl
that's real.
problems."
Hey
Hey,
y'all,
everybody!
what up
What
though?
up, though?
Welcome to
Clink
Clink,
with Cam
and I'm Kay. Hey,
from the D.
from the D. Okay.
Okay,
And thank you for tuning in to Clink with Cam and Kay, the recap show where we are recapping
Diarra
Diarra from
from how you say her name?
Detroit.
Diarra.
Diarra.
Diarra. Okay, Diarra. I got your name messed up. Diarra. Diarra
Diarra from
from
Detroit.
Detroit.
That
Yes.
streams on BET Plus.
Yes.
Check it out. We've been telling y'all this show is dope. It's
It is
fire.
absolutely dope.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm
Yes.
glad you
Yes. Yes. Yes.
liking
Yes.
it.
Yes.
All right. So we are gonna start with episode 3.
Yes. Well, honey, when it comes to episode 3, the
Mm-hmm.
T of the T is Diarra
Mm-hmm.
is going through trauma.
Girl, she up there vaping like she does when she's stressing out. Okay.
But her trauma is totally self-inflicted. Girl, she dramatic as hell. I love her, but she is so
But the
dramatic.
trauma is warranted though. She just saw somebody get shot in front of
She
her.
did see somebody get
I
shot
mean,
in front of her, but I think her trauma goes from the loss of the dick.
oh,
Because you got to understand, she start having all this trauma and all this super emotions until,
yeah.
she can't find Chris. I mean, what's his name?
Deontay.
Ambien.
Ambien Deontay.
And all
With
that.
his fine self. Okay.
He is. He real fine. So yeah, she is going through the trauma because she didn't see anybody get shot in front of her,
She
even though
did.
she wasn't too traumatized when she grabbed that phone. No,
She
but
wasn't. So, so she's up there vaping and she just staring at the phone and it's all bloody and stuff. And it's like a whole montage of a scene where she's like, girl, I love her.
She's
I
so
love
funny.
her. I love her. I love her writing. I do. She was like, she was in the shower. You know how like they do in the movies when something happens that you taking she's called a trauma shower.
Yes,
And
and
she's
she
in the tub with her.
balled up.
She was like, what she said? She said I can't even take a trauma shower without worry about getting my hair wet. I was like,
She said, "Black girl
that's real.
problems."
That's
That
real.
is real, but I'll get my hair on. But then that was hilarious.
It
But
was
then when she
hilarious.
goes through the Russian guy's phone,
Yeah, she does.
and when she goes through his phone, it says pizza,
Yeah,
and
said
she's
pizza.
like, "Huh?"
Mm-hmm.
And so she hangs up.
Mm-hmm. And she sees photos of Deontay.
She
She
does.
sees photos. So the Russian guy was taking photos of him.
So we're like,
Yeah.
So it's deeper than we thought it was. But then what really tripped me out is when Danger pops up. I like
Girl,
Danger.
I told you, girl. I told you.
Danger.
Watch yourself. Okay.
Yes.
Because if
You
I
did a
was
good
around him,
job.
I'm gonna have to watch myself. Okay.
Oh, you did a great job casting from the chestnut
Mm-hmm.
to the Mr. T, even though
Mm-hmm.
he's supposed to
Mm-hmm.
have T. But
Mm-hmm.
T, you did a great job with you got a great looking group of
Bueno,
people.
bueno. Okay.
Okay.
So Danger comes over and he was still heated from her when she came over there and stormed his house and broke his fish tank and everything.
Yes,
And
girl, but
so he brought that little statue over. Girl, why she said it's from the TJ
TJ
Maxx
Maxx,
collection. She did that. I was like,
like girl, bye. Right, but it was a nice statue actually. He was like, this is a nice statue. But what was funny to me, why is Danger starting to become the hood therapist?
because he getting therapy. You know how we do when we go to therapy that we want to,
you pour out what's getting
yes,
poured into you.
yes.
But I thought it was really sweet that he cooked his mother's homemade silver dollar pancakes.
And he was cheering her up, but he could
Yeah,
see that she's obviously going through something.
yeah. I
And
think he kind of sweet on her just a little bit.
we shall see. So
A little bit.
but I was like, oh, she eating pancakes without syrup.
They must have been real good.
I can't do it.
But girl, well, it made me laugh so hard when he told her to connect with her chakra. And
And
she knows that
yes,
it's the space
between the puss in
And
her
the booty
butthole.
hole. And the booty hole. I was like,
She was like, "Damn, nigga, like you gotta be so
right,
vulgar with it."
right. He tells her to focus on a safe place, and she
Mhm.
can't find one.
She couldn't find a safe place. She was trying to think
Not
of
one.
something. She was thinking of all kind of stuff, and she just could not
She kept thinking
find
of more
one.
trauma.
Yeah.
She couldn't find any. So then the Russian guy's phone rings, and when she hears
Mm-hmm.
the voice on the other end, it is
Devontae's
Devontae's
mama,
mom,
Miss Vonda,
Miss Vonda.
is the mama, y'all.
So at this point, honey, we looking with the total side eye,
Mm-hmm.
the shade a little bit, because I'm like, okay, Vonda, that ain't making no sense
Mm-hmm.
now.
So T was like, basically, girl, are you ready? So she was like
For what?
what? So apparently, she forgot that she's supposed to be at Aja's brunch.
Yes, because Aja was voted one of the top 35
30 under 30 type
under
thing. Yeah.
35 successful people.
Mm-hmm.
And she totally forgot, but she tried to play it off.
She
He was
did.
like, you know what, you need to be ready.
Yeah. So D not D, but Moni stops D in the street and she's like, okay, I want to offer my help, to find you. Do you really think this is Deontay? Because basically she's like, look, because we need the money.
She's like, girl, I looked up that reward money thing, and I need the money.
Mm-hmm.
Me. She was like, so all the money just sitting over there in the bank, and I'm your backup because I got your back, girl. That's what she was basically saying, because she has had her back all this time.
She has. So she just like telling her theory, like she think that it's a suspect is Deontay's mom. She's like basically like everybody know that.
Everybody know that. So they think.
Yeah.
So Aja has this beautiful brunch, and
Mm-hmm.
Diarra brings Mo. So she looking like, what the hell is she doing here? I didn't invite her ass. And she like, hold on,
Right, because Aja was in the middle of her speech, how she was saying this is like her women's group plus T, and that was all up on her. He was like hell, but
girl, they was, ain't
right.
it, honey?
So when Aja was like doing her speech, remember she was like, she's saying that she's celibate and stuff, and then Moni asked, she was like, Dick is my Prozac, I can't.
I love Moni. Her character is so real.
So real.
It is. So then we go on to see that Mo tells her, "What I just want to let you know that Sway is probably going to be joining us to the festivities."
Yeah. So his full name is Francois, so she call him Sway. Oh my, okay.
I say
Francois.
sway because, honey, you can make me sway that way. Oh, hi, Morris. Sorry, married man had a moment. What pissed me off? Swa pulls up in that car with his new boo. I was like,
Impala SS. She was like,
she was hurt.
Ho. He was like, she's a lawyer, and I was like, okay, like who is this high price hoe?
Well, she do know that you still married. You're not divorced yet. So she's like, I didn't start seeing him until he told me you were separated. Okay, well, once again, separation and divorce is two totally different things. And they hadn't been away from each other but a couple of months. So stop it. You see that Francois got that bread and you won't eat. Hello?
Come on, hello.
She like the wife messed up. I ain't gonna mess up.
Right. So Moni said she has like they're gonna speak to one of her sources. So it turns out to be Raj again. We don't know his name, Professor. Yeah. And they're on the bus, right? He was like, damn, you even ride the bus on your day off?
Right. You must really love your job. That was funny.
I was funny.
Like, really? He was like, you must really love your job. But he did have some valuable information because Diarra wasn't trying to hear it at first, but he didn't know what he was talking about.
Because he was saying that because they asked him about Deontay's mom, and he kind of like knew her whereabouts. So they asked, like, do you know where she hangs? And he was saying, like, she's Southwest Detroit, at a Guadalupe church, and so that's where they go.
So, honey, when they pull up to this Guadalupe church, honey, they're gonna try to walk up on Miss Vonda. Miss Vonda wasn't playing no games. Miss Vonda was about to set it off up in there. She was
about it. Okay.
She had her piece. She like, who are you? They like, we came here to pray.
She had to get on Moni.
She's talking about we came here to pray. She was like, if you want to talk to me, get in the van. Why did the van look like a rape kidnap van? I was like, I would not have gotten in that van. I am
But
so sorry.
they needed some info, so they had to do what they had
Girl,
to do.
if me and you was playing Dora the Explorer, I would not have gotten into the van. That part would not have made it into the movie.
Right.
In our movie anyway. But I get it.
Yeah.
So we find out that Vonda is Felicia Rashad, and it's so wonderful to see her playing a different type
It
of role
is,
because she played it,
y'all.
honey.
She did, because she was like, who the fuck are you? I was like, oh, Claire Huxtable. But I
Right.
was loving it though, because like we were talking just a little bit before, it's good to see her playing like another role, not so, wholesome and, the mom next door.
So directors, actors can act.
Mm-hmm.
So please stop typecasting people in mom only roles. Hint,
Right.
hint.
She dropped a couple of F-bombs.
She did. But the thing I liked about her, when they got into the van, honey, she was tossing their behinds to and fro. She was driving all crazy.
She was. They was like,
I was like,
back.
dang.
She was making stops along the way, and so she got
She was doing
out.
what she had to do.
She got out and to at this one spot. So the girls were in the van talking, and they pretty much were they were talking about some old stuff that they had to just take care of.
Yeah, because Diarra tells her that Swa paid $50,000 to get the car restored. And Moni like, oh, so you didn't know the car? You know that's what we do.
She said,
so why would you not call our shop?
She's like, bitch, we weren't friends. She's like, we was on Facebook.
She was like, you know that we do that type of work, so don't play with me like that. So they fell out for about 30 seconds. Because she was mad. So then they were following some type of homeless guy, and they were like wondering what the hell was going on, because at one point they stopped to get a TV
from the pawn shop.
Yeah, and he's like, what? So it was bait.
She's a crackhead trap. That's what they're like, well, that's a crackhead trap. And then I'm about to say Claire, girl. So Miss Vonda, while they was waiting for the guy to take the bait, she was like, did I ever tell y'all that I fucked? I'm sorry, this is a quote.
That's what she said.
She said, did I ever tell y'all that I fucked every member of the Temptations?
So Moni says, well, it's been about 10 sets. Do you mean all of them? And she like, nah, the original ones. I was like, okay, Miss Vonda telling us about your twat stories. Jesus. So
I was fine back then.
Yes. So the crackhead takes the TV to a house, and it's the house. So when they're sitting there, Vonda drops some information that it's a young girl that is suspected to be in that house.
Yeah, and she's involved with trafficking.
And she's working with her parents, and she told them that she was going to get her back.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wow. Yeah. Can't judge a book by its cover.
You can't. So they do pull up to the house. Moni was like, I can't go in there. I'm a mom. So she's like, okay, you stay out and like keep watch and cause the diversion. And so she's like, Skinny, you with me. So she grabbed the bat, and she looked in the house to see like how many guys were there. She didn't see the girl, so she was saying she's probably upstairs, and that's not good.
That's a bad thing if she's made it upstairs. So they set off Moni sets off the distraction of fireworks, and just like rats to cheese, they all walk outside and they are paying attention. So they sneak in and they're going through the house. And what was so cute to me, funny to me, is they saw a guy. He came down the stairs. She was like, I got a bag of tacos. You hungry? I got a bag of tacos. Right. I'm like, okay,
she came prepared.
When did y'all stop at Taco Bell though? That's right. But
but they was already down in Mexican town.
Hey, so they ain't have to yo quiero. Yeah, in Mexican town they already got the hookup. Right. So anyway, they go upstairs. They look through the rooms. They find the girl, and Diarra wasn't no help. She gave Diarra the bad. She was just like, he was about to slice her.
The old boy was like, what you trying to do? He's like, that's my bitch. And he pulled out the knife, and she started acting crazy with the bat, swinging everywhere, but hitting him.
Girl, go for the knees. Because when you break that knee down, ain't too much you can do if you can't get the head. So Vonda, of course, saves the day and busts him upside the head with a bottle, out cold. And she like, come on. But, Diarra gets an A for effort. Right. And they get the girl out of the house and back to her family.
And then we see them, because we're going to go back to, Aja and her part too. But we're just getting this out the way. So they're in a diner. And Miss Vonda, comes over, and because Miss Vonda thinks that they are with a true crime podcast, because a lot of true crime podcasters have been wanting to interview her, and she was like, okay, so she was like, so what do you want to know? And she was like, why the hell did you leave him unattended for 23 minutes? And she tells us.
I love the fact that they showed a montage
Mhm.
and they showed that she saw her son all
Yeah.
along, like most parents do, but she said she was teaching him a lesson because he's always running off.
And she got distracted. She took her eyes away from him
She was
for a minute because they announced
the
the
OJ
OJ
Simpson
verdict.
verdict was on. So what happened was
Yeah.
she was watching him. Everybody's running to the
Yeah.
TV, so she went to go see what it was too.
Yeah.
And
And
she
then when
turned
she
back
got back,
around,
he was
he was
gone.
gone. So don't always judge people. It wasn't. You got to
Mhm.
talk to the source, not
Yeah.
just assume. So that was deep to me. I
So,
was like,
but
wow.
then she was like, of course, she was looking for him, and she saw like a back door, and we saw a green Impala pull off, and she believes that he was in there.
She believes that.
Yeah. So, child, we go to
Back to
Aja and
Aja.
T. Okay, they are at what
A
a
restaurant
restaurant
trying
that
to,
everybody go to.
yeah, they trying to get into Mr. Harley's good graces. They
Yes.
want to get with him because he's a well-known guy and he has
Yeah.
a lot of influence and he can move mountains. And so Aja wants to get with him so that he can help her promote her business.
Exactly. So T spots, because she was like going over there, talk basketball, because T is he's played basketball.
He's an AAU
Yeah.
legend.
So he spots a newly signed, I guess, Detroit Lion at the bar. He was like, I heard he on the down low, so I'm I'm gonna flirt with him.
Right.
But he came over and he was actually interested in Aja. And he said, I know him. I can introduce you.
So he did.
Mm-hmm. And then T was like, I guess he's not fam.
Right. He was like, he wanted it because he was fine too.
A girl.
So she goes over there and she talks to him and she tells him her idea. And he cuts her off though. He says, keep your ideas close to your breast. Don't go around telling everybody. Keep
vision.
it to yourself, your vision, because somebody else will try to shrink your vision, take your vision, or douse your light. So, but he tells her, hey, give your number to my assistant and she'll give you a call.
Yeah, so she charmed him. So he took the bait, he was interested.
Yeah.
And so the Detroit Lion guy, he was like basically said to Aja, because she wasn't trying to hear, she was like, look, I'm celibate and I'm not trying to be
I'm single, I'm celibate, and I'm
he was like, okay. And she was like, okay. He was like, you want to eat?
He had game though. So she set her behind down and got that meal and that good conversation.
Right.
They didn't show too much of that, but we got the gist of
it. So Moni and Dee goes to Deontay's apartment because Dee believes that there might be something there, a clue, that he might have hidden something. And they found it.
Yeah. Because so Diarra was thinking back to their conversations and she's like, he always says that he gets only takeout. So when she goes in the kitchen, she opens up the oven. It's a box. And inside that box is
his backpack
from childhood.
His childhood backpack, y'all. So that was the end.
With his name on it.
Yes, Deontay. In black marker, because of course his mama probably wrote that on there. And that was the end of episode 3, y'all. That it was good. It was a good episode.
Oh no, we cannot forget the ending.
Go ahead, say that part.
Say that part. Ending.
Say that part.
So
that's important.
So we see Swat in the restaurant, through the little window real quick. So anyway, since we learned
before that, when Moni and Dee comes out the apartment, it was somebody that was telling them, that was watching them. He took pictures of them. It's a white man, and he was following them when they took off.
Yeah, but they wouldn't show his face. They just showed his little glasses.
Yeah, okay, not gonna help with that.
So then when they find out where his ass is, because she got that location. She's smart. She said one thing about her having access to his calendar, so she knows where he is. So they go and Moni walks over to the valet guy. She bumps into him and she causes a diversion. Diarra grabs the keys and they jump in the car like Thelma and Louise and spin off into the sunset. And they reconnected and laughed, just like when they were teenagers.
They was little kids. That was just so cute.
Good.
They was all hyped. They was like screaming, like yes. So that was, I guess, that felt like a win for her because that was her baby. And the car was called The Baby. So yeah.
And she was pissed because earlier she said she picked out the leather, she picked out everything in that car, and so for him to have some other chick in the car,
and that was her piece.
Whew.
That was her piece.
So she got a little
her
bit
happy
of
place. Yeah.
Yeah, because she was getting banged in the back of the car. But yes, so thank you for joining us for Diarra from the D, episode 3, and join us in a little while for episode number 4.
That's right. Go ahead, hit that like. Go ahead and comment. Tell us what your favorite part was, and subscribe, y'all. All right.
And share.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.